The reason that Bitcoin is so sound, literally sound, is because it's thermodynamically sound. And it's this masterpiece of engineering because we've created a monetary asset where we've stripped away all the counterparty risk. So the real promise of Bitcoin is it's a network that is backed by pure digital power measured in exahash, 350 exahash. And that digital power is something that can't be spoofed, can't be hacked, can't be tricked. There's no way to take a shortcut through it.
Throughout the years, the Bitcoin Miami conference has solidified its position as the world's largest Bitcoin conference, bringing together investors, educators, developers, and other stakeholders in the digital asset industry. This year's conference maintained that reputation with an array of notable speakers, including U.S. presidential candidates, lawmakers, best-selling authors, and prominent figures within the Bitcoin space. Renowned individuals such as macro analyst Lynn Alden, Strike CEO Jack Mallers, Validus Power executive Greg Foss, and MicroStrategy executive chairman Michael Saylor captivated the audience with their extensive knowledge of the investment industry and Bitcoin's exceptional value for all types of investors. During a fireside chat with Bill Miller, the chairman and chief investment officer of Miller Value Partners, Saylor delved into Bitcoin's inherent qualities and fundamental strengths, emphasizing its unparalleled status as a leading global asset. According to Saylor, there are 10 essential qualities that individuals should focus on to develop themselves, and through discovering these qualities, one realizes that Bitcoin embodies these virtues. Saylor's tips for personal development encompassed focusing energy, managing time, nurturing the mind and body, independent thinking, cultivating positive relationships, creating a conducive environment, keeping promises, maintaining a cheerful and constructive demeanor, and striving to make a positive impact on the world. Saylor initially tweeted about these 10 qualities in 2021, but he further expounded upon them in a recent 2-hour interview with the What Bitcoin Did channel. In his engaging and philosophical conversation with Miller, Saylor drew parallels between embracing these qualities to strengthen one's personal attributes and investing in Bitcoin. He asserted that Bitcoin's value lies not only in its remarkable fundamentals but also in its meticulous mitigation of typical counterparty risks associated with equities, bonds, real estate, and other asset classes.
Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comment and observations in the comment section below. Thanks and enjoy the video.
I think those rules are interesting because those are thermodynamically sound rules for life. When you say curate your environment, focus your energy, it's all about not dissipating energy. Keep your promise is exactly what Bitcoin does. Stay cheerful and constructive is the Bitcoin message, which is Bitcoin fixes things, Bitcoin can help everybody. And so the idea that I want to create a digital equity without equity risk, and I want to create a digital commodity without commodity risk, and I want to create a computer network without computer risk. And I want to create something which is so simple in its essence that there aren't many moving parts left to break, and yet it's so powerful and profound in its promise that everybody in the world and everything in the world can plug into it and benefit from it, is what makes Bitcoin special. And you know, the whole idea behind those rules for life and the idea of Bitcoin is they're essentially the same. They're in a world where everyone is dissipating their energy. The most rational strategy is to conserve your energy. Conserve it. And Bitcoin is the ultimate conservative thing. We're moving in a world where we can't trust the data and we can't trust the networks. And brain power is about to become a commodity where AIs can generate billions and billions of fake people. And so the real promise of Bitcoin is it's a network that is backed by pure digital power measured in exahash, 350 exahash. And that digital power is something that can't be spoofed, can't be hacked, can't be tricked. There's no way to take a shortcut through it. If you have 100 gigawatts of power and 100 million mining rigs, you might just slow it down, but it would take you 10 years to slow it down. So what Satoshi created is the world's most secure database, accessible via the world's most secure network. And we're living in a world where everybody wants security. You want to call it financial security, national security, cyber security, social security. If you want security, you need to find the most secure network or the most secure resource on Earth. And it's not gold anymore, and it's not land anymore, and it's not anything that can be created by any human being anymore. It has to be something that is transcending all of those human institutions and all human motivations. In essence, it needs to be a network that runs without human intervention. And that is what Satoshi created when Satoshi created Bitcoin.
The challenges faced by Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency industry have been prominent over the past year. Initially, in 2022, the leading crypto asset traded above $40,000. However, a series of crypto-related collapses and macroeconomic issues subsequently exerted a negative impact on prices. Furthermore, the industry has been consistently targeted by regulatory measures from federal and state regulators in the United States. During a recent congressional hearing, Gary Gensler, the chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, attributed the regional banking crisis to the entire cryptocurrency industry. Nevertheless, during the Bitcoin conference, Michael Saylor expressed a contrasting perspective, considering these events as opportunities rather than setbacks for Bitcoin. The renowned business executive highlighted that last year's collapses exposed weaknesses within the broader crypto ecosystem, not the Bitcoin network itself. Saylor also believes that the collapses and regulatory crackdowns have played a role in educating the public about Bitcoin's core fundamentals and the distinct differences between the leading cryptocurrency and the rest of the crypto ecosystem. Here is another excerpt from the discussion.
Yeah, I think the past 12 months have been very auspicious. What we're seeing is clarity is coming to the entire crypto space. And the clarity is Bitcoin is a commodity, an asset without an issuer. It is ethical. It is stable. It is virtuous. And the rest of the crypto ecosystem, the crypto exchanges, the cryptocurrencies in the form of stable coins, the crypto tokens, the other crypto applications, they're all being viewed with increased skepticism. And there's an awareness that Bitcoin is not crypto. There's an education process where all the regulators, all the legislators, all the media figures, all the investors are realizing the benefits of the Bitcoin as an asset without an issuer. And now they're beginning to realize why Bitcoin is a commodity. And the reason why it's a commodity is because it is backed by digital power. And so the appreciation for Bitcoin's energy use and Bitcoin's computational power is growing. The confusion between Bitcoin and crypto is shrinking, disappearing. Capital's flowing from the crypto ecosystem into the Bitcoin network. Development effort and innovation is flowing from the crypto ecosystem to the Bitcoin network. There's an explosion in development effort on Lightning. There's going to be an explosion in all sorts of other development efforts. Anyone that wants to implement a cybersecurity application is going to have to ask the question, how can there be any security in cyberspace if I don't peg it into the Bitcoin network, if it's not built on Bitcoin? Those interested in national security are going to look to Bitcoin to provide cybersecurity in cyberspace for national interest. Those interested in financial security are going to look for the most secure financial asset in the world, and Bitcoin is the most secure financial asset in the world. So in short, although there are people that can focus on negatives, there's the meltdown of Terra, the meltdown of Luna, the meltdown of Celsius, the meltdown of BlockFi, the failure of Alameda, the failure of FTX, the failure of all the crypto tokens. right? The meltdown and failures of the DeFi exchanges, the meltdown of some crypto exchanges, right? And the skepticism that people are taking with regard to crypto tokens that are stable coins. All of those things, which could be viewed in a negative light, are actually positive for Bitcoin, because they're all accelerating the conclusion of the mainstream investor that Bitcoin is special and ethically sound, technically sound, and economically sound. And it's accelerating the understanding of the technology community that Bitcoin is the world's most secure database and the world's most secure network, and maybe in that way the most promising crypto network in the world. And it was a very expensive marketing campaign to convince people in Congress and the Senate, the regulators, and the media that Bitcoin is the world's #1 crypto network, but Bitcoin is also the world's most promising new asset class. But if anything today, if you look at all the utterances of the lawyers, all of the talk on Capitol Hill, if you look at all the regulatory publications, if you look at the mainstream media coverage, what's pretty clear is that the consensus today is Bitcoin is an asset, Bitcoin is special, Bitcoin is a commodity, Bitcoin is without an issuer, Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is the future.
Bitcoin represents the future and is widely regarded as the world's most promising new asset class. This sentiment is shared by individuals who have dedicated time to understanding its unique qualities. Even individuals from traditional finance, such as best-selling author and journalist Michael Lewis, recognize the potential of Bitcoin. Lewis attended the Bitcoin conference where he discussed his views on the current financial landscape and the opportunities presented by the cryptocurrency industry. Lewis expressed gratitude for blockchain technology's potential to eliminate unnecessary intermediaries in financial transactions, which he believes are deeply embedded in the traditional system. He highlighted the pitfalls of traditional finance and how they contributed to the global financial crisis in 2008. In contrast, Bitcoin is specifically designed to help avoid those pitfalls, aligning with Satoshi's original vision of eliminating the need for a trusted financial intermediary. The assessment of Bitcoin's role in today's world by these two Michaels has sparked discussions. What are your thoughts on their viewpoints? Feel free to share your comments and observations in the comments section below. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.